On the floor for the Bisbee.
And Clark. For these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively too.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. We've got Devin Vassell, Christian Braun out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Derek Lively, and it's Duncan in at the 4 slot. And the Warriors with possession here, following the score by Minnesota. Booker against Thybulle. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Booker.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
Here's Edey, covered by Lively. Pass to Thybulle. Off target from outside. Here's Braun. Now Booker. Lively inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Now here's Vassell. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Booker from deep three-point land. The rebound by Edey.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Braun. It's deflected. And he recovers it. Second shot opportunity. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Christie. He's guarded by Vassell. Christie passes to Thybulle. Dinwiddie outside. There's the 3. Lively grabs the miss. The Warriors have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Here's Braun. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. To the wing, right side. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. And so it's Golden State with it. Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Minnesota is shooting their first free throw this game.
First team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, Dinwiddie, 21.
Well, there's not much to not like about Spencer Dinwiddie's game. He's a 6'5" combo guard. He can handle the rock. He can play with the ball, off the ball. Love his versatility.
Now here's Vassell. Six to shoot. Fires it. The rebound by Edey.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Pass to Christie. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Allie, what do you have to say?
We talked about how he plans to contain Devin Booker, and coach said first, we've got to be on him at all times, and second, we can't let him get favorable matchups. He needs our best defenders on him, trying to work over screens and stay on top of Booker. That's the name of the game here, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Vassell's shot is good.
You know, he's so smooth on his catch and shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on them too.
Now Antetokounmpo. No made baskets yet. Minnesota again missing.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Duncan. And the bucket is good.
For Vassell to really make an impact, that's what he has to do. Initiate the offense.
The Timberwolves have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Pass to Edey. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Here's Christie. Back to Antetokounmpo. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And it's hard not to commend the calm nature and demeanor of the Greek Freak. I mean, even in pressure situations, Antetokounmpo never seems to get outside of himself or never seems to give in to what the defense is trying to do to disrupt him.
Minnesota shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
At the line for 2, Diamond.
And he makes a first. So it's both teams making substitutions here. So he gets them both. Warriors trail by 3. Pass to Brown. To the wing on the left. Here's Duncan. Antetokounmpo covering.
The reach, the athleticism, the timing, no surprise Giannis swatted that one away.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Hachimura is checked in for the Timberwolves. Williams is checked in for the Warriors. Ingram comes in for Brown. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
An aggressive move that time by Ingram, putting up the shot while absorbing the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
And so he hits both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Outside Thibault. That three's off the mark. The Warriors trailing. It's Booker on the wing. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Booker's got 5.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Pass to Ingram. Fires for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. For Minnesota, they've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Stolen by Booker. Let's go with a 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Here's Len. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Off target at the rim.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Vassell against Dinwiddie. Booker with it. Ingram, the pass to McGinnis. The kick out to Williams. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep. And the Warriors lead by 1.
That's his spot, and the defender did everything he could to bother the shot.
Antetokounmpo finds Thibault. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 7. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Now here's Vassell. Pass to Williams. Williams a screen on Thibault. Back to Williams. Antetokounmpo with the block. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself into position, and then was able to make the play.
Van Vliet's checked in for the Warriors. And here are the Warriors now. They trail by 1. They set the pick. Just 4 to shoot. Vassell's shot is good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time. The loudest section gets free T-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
switch here. Joe's checked in. Pass to Lynn. Here's McCain. Here's Longley, guarded by Van Vliet. Fades and shoots. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Warriors leading. Outside, Williams. It's stolen away. Here we go. Here's Rizachet, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram.
Coming into the league, a lot of people see Zachary Rizachet as a 3-and-D guy. The question becomes, what more can he bring to the table as he matures as a player?
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
He's off on the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
The baseline J. Again, the Warriors score.
Ingram knocking down the long two. He's extremely effective from there.
There's a screen. Here's McCain. Longley passes to Hachimura. Here's Lynn. Clock at 6. Hachimura sets a screen. The shot by Lynn, no good. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Van Vliet, the pass to Ingram. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, hard-nosed play from Ingram, getting in tight and forcing the defender into a mistake.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Ingram. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Pass to Hachimura. Here's McCain. They set the screen. Inside. Here's Longley. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Smart positioning that time by Longley as the roll man, being as disruptive as possible to open up space for himself there.
Here's McGinnis. Hachimura covering. Here's McGinnis. Yet to see a basket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Van Vliet. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Here's Lynn. Pass to McCain. Lets a 3 fly. Counted from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up 1. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Minnesota.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I also like the way they've been able to penetrate. The penetration has led to some big buckets as a result.
They've got Rui Hachimura, also Edey out there, and it's Risacher in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
McCain. Booker with the defensive effort. The Warriors trailing. Ingram with the ball. Pass to Brown. And here's Lively. Now here's Ingram. And he drives in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ingram's got 8 points. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Here's Booker, following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Duncan. Over Hachimura. A nice shot by Duncan. Duncan's got his second basket of the game.
And the lead just keeps changing. Neither team can forge the clear upper hand.
We've been going back and forth, partner. It's been really, really tight so far.
McCain shot is off. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Brown passes to Booker. Puts up a 3. Devin Booker for 3.
And I like how Booker is selective taking threes. Makes it count when he does take one.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's McCain. They set a pick. 3-pointer. The rebound by Duncan. The Warriors lead by 4. Outside Ingram. Now Lively. With his first shot attempt. And he can't bank that one in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to McCain. Here's Risacher. Another shot. Good on the jump shot.
Such raw shooting ability for Risacher in his first year.
Booker, the pass to Duncan. Booker surveying the D. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the Warriors with another 3.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. He's checked in for Lively. Dinwiddie against Booker. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, the strength of Giannis.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Pass to Duncan. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. The shot off that time. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Giannis picking it out of the sky.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Pass to Brown. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to McCain. There's a screen. Back to Dinwiddie. And stolen by Booker. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Duncan. And the layup is good off the glass. Duncan's got 6 points.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Ingram against Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. That shot off. The Warriors lead by 5. Ingram, the pass to Brown. And McCain pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Antetokounmpo against Ingram to the inside. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Ingram. Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that, because this is what happens.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Beyond the arc. Goes back up. Blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell is progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Both teams will make substitutions. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Attention fans, now on the court is your fighting squad. Get loud and let them hear it. So loud and ready to serve. Get a pretty t-shirt. Let's see it, man.
Both teams changing it up here. There's a screen. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Warriors. Carries it down low. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Ooh, shaking them out of their shoes. Van Vliet with the moves.
Dinwiddie passes to Antetokounmpo. And it's stolen by Van Vliet. Pass to Joe. And here's Van Vliet. Dinwiddie with a rebound. Dinwiddie's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Antetokounmpo. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
That one misses for Antetokounmpo.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Minnesota shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And this team expects Longley to take quality shots and rebound the ball, which is exactly what he does well.
Vassell against Thybulle. Pass to Williams. Here's McGinnis. Still no points. No one covering. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 6 to the middle. Lynn. McGinnis with a rebound. The Warriors have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Antetokounmpo has got 14.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Vassell passes to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Misses the 3. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Thybulle. It's rebounded by Golden State. McGinnis has got 4 rebounds now. The 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. 1:21 left to play in the first half. Outside Thibault. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors leading. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's McGinnis. Vassell outside. Shoots over Dinwiddie. It's good from about 19 feet. 9 points in the game.
And Vassell can get that shot anytime he wants.
Antetokounmpo outside. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Lin. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, the body control of Giannis.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Van Vliet outside. Vassell finds Williams. Back to Vassell. Outside, Williams. Pass to Van Vliet. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution on court.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Lin. Pass to Christie. The three is up. Buries it from three. Christie's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And neither side willing to give an inch. This game has gone back and forth.
Boy, it's been fun to watch. Both teams trading shots and trading leads. Boy, it's been tight, neck and neck down the stretch.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Minnesota, absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's five. Devin Booker out there with Christian Brown. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Duncan in at the power forward position. Booker for three. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thibault, that's good.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Duncan. Now here's Vassell. 4-3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
The response. Devin Vassell saying, I can hit a 3 too.
Dinwiddie passes to Antetokounmpo. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Booker. Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker still good.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Dinwiddie outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Thibault. Here's Edey. And there's the lob. And Giannis with the dunk.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now here's Lively. Still without a bucket. And there's the screen. Takes a three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Christie. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Outside Thibault from behind the arc. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. And it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead. And Booker's got the ball here for the Warriors. Here's Duncan. Now Vassell. He's got 12. Poke loose. Clock at 4. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Christie. Booker defending. Pass to Edey. Booker with it. He's got 10. Vassell outside. Outside Booker. Tipped. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Christie, and he makes it on the layup. Christie's got 5 now.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And Vassell, the bucket, on the assist by Lively. He's got 14.
Oh, Vassell is feeling it. Just knocking down shots and playing with terrific enthusiasm.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it home. He'll go to the line.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And the Warriors making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Free throw good. Dinwiddie. Warriors trail by 8. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Christie's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Ingram. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Antetokounmpo has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Christie coming up with a really solid finish on the fast break. That was all due to the extra effort he made.
Golden State is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's Brown. And here's Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. And the Warriors miss again. The Timberwolves lead by 10. To the paint. Shoots from the right block. Blocked! Pass to Lively. From the low block. And that's good. Off the glass that time.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Hachimura with a screen on Booker. Dinwiddie outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Throws it up high. Stolen by Booker. Pass to Brown. Second chance effort. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
There's something that is great about Booker. He doesn't take all outside shots. I mean, Devin can score it inside, too.
Here's Dinwiddie. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Dinwiddie's got 5 points now in the quarter. And Booker has got the ball here for the Warriors. Pass to McGinnis. Back to Booker.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Outside Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Over Rizachet. Minnesota with a rebound.
Nice work defensively. Meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
Three-pointer, no good. Warriors trail by 8. Now here's Ingram. 11 points in the game. Double team on Ingram. Pass to McGinnis. Van Vliet outside. Money from the wing.
Keeping the game simple. Van Vliet just working the defense and taking what he sees there.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Minnesota making a change here. Minnesota leading by 6. Here's Len. He's scoreless. Pass to Longley. Lively grabs a miss. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Van Vliet finds Ingram. Double team on Ingram. Lively with it. Van Vliet outside. Sinks the tray. And now just a three-point Minnesota lead.
And the luxury of having Van Vliet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
Down low. Longley. Howard down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And Minnesota with possession here, following the score by Golden State. Inside. And he jams it home with authority.
You know, in some ways, Longley makes a little jam like this look really easy. And you know why? Because it is. He's 7'2". Just reaches up and throws it down.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It's time for defense. Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise! Who wants a t-shirt? Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
Devin Vassell, he's checked in for the Warriors. Booker comes in for Van Vliet. A minute 37 left in the third quarter. Outside Booker. Back to Ingram. Double team on Ingram. Vassell outside. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Warriors trail by 8. Now Booker. 12 points for him. Pass to McGinnis. Over Hachimura. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for Minnesota. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Edey's checked in for the Timberwolves. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Warriors trail by 9. Outside Booker. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. Tries again. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. With the drive, Lynn, and blocked. That one one goes careening off the glass. Outside Booker. For three. Hachimura with a rebound. Hachimura's got his 5th rebound in this one. From deep. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Minnesota with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Timberwolves lead by 9. Rui Hachimura is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Riza Shea, then it's Edey, and it's Lin in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. The 3 from Riza Shea. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. McGinnis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Vassell passes to Booker. Looking to end this cold spell. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Williams is checked in for the Warriors. To the middle. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Second personal foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Here's Brown. Pass to Vassell. Here's McGinnis to the left wing. Vassell outside. Clock is at 3. Over Riza Shea. Vassell can't get it to go.
Or the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And Riza Shea gets it to go. And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Man, that's tough to see.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Lively, he's checked in for Vassell. And here's Ingram outside. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Thybulle. Pass to Hachimura. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. On the take. And Riza Shea gets it to go.
Yeah, what a move by the light-footed rookie. Riza Shea driving in to get a bucket.
Lively with it. Covered by Thybulle. Lively passes to Ingram. Here's McGinnis. Outside Ingram. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Well, no question about it. Ingram is in the zone right now, having no trouble getting and hitting his shots.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Both teams making some changes here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Christie. Antetokounmpo outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Van Vliet against Dinwiddie. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there. No good with a layup.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
And he drops the first. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, BA. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Ingram, the pass to Lively. And here's Joe. Pass to Duncan. Now Joe. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3. Joe's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
All right, let's find out some news on Devin Booker. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. I just talked with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. I was told it's a knee sprain. Not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. He's not returning tonight. Shouldn't be out too long, but we'll see. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Here's Ingram following the score by Minnesota, and it's all from three-point range. And he's going for the lob! Joe with the ball, and Dinwiddie picks him up defensively.
At the line for the Warriors, Brown taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw, and the Warriors making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both.
Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
Thibault passes to Antetokounmpo. Off target with the 3. Warriors trail by 13. Here's Brown. Pass to Ingram. Ingram double teamed. Van Vliet on the wing. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Fred VanVleet.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie has good size at the point guard position, and he uses it well to draw fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Joe's checked in for VanVleet. Good on the second one. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Warriors. It's a 14-point game. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Here's Dinwiddie. To the inside. Here's Brown, covered by Thibault. The shot by Brown, no good. Minnesota leading by 14 to the paint. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Super quick in transition. The Greek Freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Giannis Antetokounmpo, 21.
One shot.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Clock at 6. The shot by Ingram, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 17. Intercepted. Here's Brown. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Antetokounmpo outside. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Edey. And it's blocked. Here's Brown down low. And they recover it. Second chance shot. Double team on Ingram. Here's Lively. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Joe. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Edey's got rebound number 7 tonight. And now let's check in to see how Devin Vassell's doing.
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors head athletic trainer, and it looks like it's a severe ankle sprain. It's a serious injury, but they're hoping he's avoided any structural damage. Every moment is looking painful, and this is going to be a lengthy recovery. Brian, that wraps things up for now.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And in the training room, guys, I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
And so it's Minnesota with it. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago, it's stolen by Lively. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Oh, got that one up quick. Joe's got 6 here in the quarter.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
It's simple. Turnovers mean you lose shot opportunities, and your opponent can get easy hoops.
Now here's Dinwiddie, covered by Joe. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the basket's good, off the assist from Dinwiddie. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points in the game. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Warriors trail by 12. Outside Ingram. Double team on Ingram. Pass to Lively. Here's Brown. Back to Lively. 5 to shoot. Now here's Joe. And here's Ingram. Covered by Thibault. Shoots from 12. Here's Lively. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Here's Lynn. Here he goes. Here's Edey. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And that one's good. Ingram. Ingram's got 19 points.
Well, you know, Ingram's length is really an asset inside. It allows him to work over and around defenders.
Here's Lynn, covered by Joe. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
At the line for Minnesota. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. It's both from the stripe. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Ingram up top, covered by Thibault. Pass to Edey. Excellent D there from Lively. Warriors trail by 12.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Timberwolves.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Here's Ingram, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
Ingram at the line for one.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Longley. Here's McCain, covered by Joe. Here's Lynn. Hachimura with a screen on Van Vliet. Lynn passes to Hachimura. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Shooting 2.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And the basket by Joe. And Minnesota with possession here. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
You get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Giannis, congratulations on the win. How does this team continue to improve as the season goes on?
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Now, let's meet the...
What a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg. Here we go.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Doncic, Van Horn out there with Holmgren. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kittles in at the 2-guard spot. Lock at 6. Van Horn, the pass to Doncic. From deep three-point territory. And James pulls it down. And so James will bring it up for Denver. Pass the ball. LeBron left side. Over Kittles. LeBron, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Van Horn. And here is Holmgren. Doncic outside. Off target from outside. The Nuggets on offense. James kicks the ball. Bucket is good.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D. Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, you want to be aggressive and get the other guys on their heels.
Here's Ball. After Luka Doncic's bucket, 2 points, that one goes.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Duncan.
Now, here's Doncic, nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got 5.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Now, here's Capella, guarded closer. Here's Kittles, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, We sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Pass to Butler. Outside, James. Bridges deciding where to go with it. James against Holmgren. No good there off the double clutch. The Bulls leading by 3. Pass to Klingon. Here's Van Horn. Covered by LeBron. Doncic outside. Fires away from way outside. Rebound by the Nuggets. LeBron James on the wing. Now here's ball. Holmgren with the steal. Doncic kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Kittles. And here is Doncic, defended by Bridges, just 4 to shoot. Here's Kittles. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Now Butler. He has yet to score. Trying to find ball. He gets it to him. Got a piece of it.
And with every swat, Klingon is earning a reputation as a shot blocker.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. The Bulls making a switch here. Filipowski's checked in. Here's LeBron. And again, Denver no good. Bulls leading by 3. Doncic outside. Holmgren the pass to Filipowski. Bulls moving the ball around. Kittles. Pass to Holmgren. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And the sheer muscle from Butler. I mean, a solid finisher, even when he gets hit.
When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
That one drops. He ties it up. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Now Caldwell Pope after the missed 3 from Chet Holmgren. Ellis kicks to Bridges. Back to Ellis. 5 to shoot. Here's Butler. And another miss by Denver. The Bulls shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Bridges with the steal. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Goodness. Mikal Bridges. Thundering slam off the bounce.
Anthony, the pass to Snow. Inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Holmgren's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Well, there is screen on Snow. There's Ellis with the 3 ball. Chicago grabs the miss. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Snow. Here's Filipowski, defended by Butler. A different look for Denver. Kevon Looney is checked in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mikal Bridges.
Kevon Looney, the big ragu, Dante DiVincenzo.
Denver on D. Here's Snow. Still without a basket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Ellis with the block. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Now, here's Yurtseven. Still scoreless. DiVincenzo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. The tray. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Into the Bulls, shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. And Anthony gets it to go.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
The Nuggets trail. DiVincenzo with it. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Back to DiVincenzo. All alone. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
3 points.
And now a 5-point Chicago lead. Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. And here are the Nuggets now. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Anthony. And it's good, 2 points. Anthony's got his second bucket.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of this.
That's good from Yurtseven. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. And here is Anthony. Holmgren with a screen on DiVincenzo. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Bulls, guys, what do you think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Denver with the ball. They trail by 6. On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Cole Anthony is out there with Snow. Then it's Van Horn. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kittles in at the 3 spot.
And so determined, Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line.
Denver's getting their third free throw shot of the game.
Mind the lane.
Line for
Mind the lane. One shot.
Bridges. One shot.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Now, here's Ball. James looking it over. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game. Bulls moving the ball around. They get it back. Pass to Van Horn. Here's Anthony. Shoots over Bridges. And Bridges with the block.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
And it's tied up with that one. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. To the inside. Klingon. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. From deep LeBron. LeBron James making it look easy from deep.
Showing some range. LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Klingon. Capella covering. Pass to Kittles. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by LeBron. Outside Butler. Over Van Horn. And it's Butler missing. Bulls trail by 3. Van Horn, the pass to Doncic. Shoots over Ball. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Doncic has got 7. Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Butler dishes to Capella. Now Butler. Screen by James. Another 3 for Denver.
And Butler just exploits that pick and roll defense. A tough physical guy who's hard to guard in those sets.
Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Kittles. Ball against Anthony. Clingan the screen for Anthony. Down low. And it's Clingan with the jam.
I tell you, not only does Clingan set sturdy screens, he knows how to make himself available for the pass.
Now Capella. Bridges with it. Covered by Anthony. That's tipped. On the wing, Doncic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Pass to Van Horn. Over in the corner, Doncic. Shoots over Ball. Anthony with it. Doncic outside. Clingan the screen for Doncic. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
And it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
Bridges passes the Ball. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Here's Kittles. James covering. Kittles' shot is good. The Nuggets trail by 3. Outside, Ball. Butler sets a screen for Ball. Looking to end the run. And Van Horn pulls it down. Van Horn's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Anthony kicks to Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And he makes the first. Filipowski, he's checked in for Chicago. That one is no good. The Bulls with the lead. Here's Kittles. Offline with his 3. To the middle. In the paint. Butler.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Kittles passes to Doncic. Shoots over Bridges. And again, no good by Chicago. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Bridges outside. A 3 ball. And Clingan pulls it down. The Bulls shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Doncic against Bridges. Pass to Van Horn. Puts up a deep three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Yurtseven's checked in for Capella. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Butler. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Ellison for Ball. Holmgren against LeBron. Shoots over Holmgren. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Looney's checked in for the Nuggets. Doncic, no good on the free throw. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
The Nuggets trail by 4. DiVincenzo kicks to Ellis. To the paint. Here's Yurtseven. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Holmgren. 7 points in the game. Here's Van Horn. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now here's Ellis. Whistle blows, and that's going to be a travel. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. And he can't bank that one in. Chicago's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Doncic has got 9 points in the quarter. 1:49 left now here in the second.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
The shot by Filipowski, no good. Yurtseven with the rebound.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. Chicago grabs the miss. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. 1:09 left to play here in the second quarter. DiVincenzo with it. Nothing on the board. High arcing shot. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Bulls leading by 3. It's deflected. DiVincenzo against Holmgren. DiVincenzo kicks it to Looney. Denver passing it around. Shot clock at 5. A 3 for DiVincenzo.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Ellis outside. DiVincenzo with the screen on Snow. Here's Yurtseven. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got 3 assists now in this one. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Bulls. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the baskets, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Denver. It's a three-point game. They've got LeBron James. Butler out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Ball, and it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Fades. It's Butler that time on the assist by James. Butler's got the first bucket of the third here for Denver. Pass to Van Horn. And here is Holmgren. Down low. And it's Quingen with the jam.
And proving how versatile he can be. Holmgren, fantastic dime in the screen and roll.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Up top, Capella. And here is Bridges. Here's LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Both free throws good from James. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
Here's Clingan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Clint Capella. For Chicago, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
For the Bulls. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Clingan.
And simply put, Donovan Clingan is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
Anthony's checked in for Doncic. Both shots good from the stripe. The Nuggets trail by 3. Bridges outside. Pass to Capella. Now here's LeBron. Inside. Puts it up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Bridges has got 12 in the game.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
Kittles passes to Holmgren. Here's Van Horn. The teardrop falls in. He's got 8.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. It's deflected. To the middle. Butler with the steal. Outside ball. Pass to Capella. Just 5 to shoot. Bridges passes to Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to talk to his guys. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Anthony up on top. He's covered by Ball. Anthony dishes to Holmgren. And the Bulls with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Snow is checked in for Van Horn.
Eric Snow.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside Anthony. Kittles passes to Holmgren. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holmgren's got 12 points in the game.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here's James. He has 7. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Pass to Snow. Back to Anthony. Here's the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. Holmgren with the steal. Here's Snow. No scoring in this one. Pass to Holmgren. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. LeBron kicks to Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Chicago.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
And that one falls for Bridges. Ellis is checked in for Butler. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Filipowski, he's checked in for Klingon. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Snow against Ellis. Here's Snow. Scoreless thus far. Ellis outside. Pass to Capella. For the lead. To the inside. Bridges kicks to Ellis. Rocket 2. And another miss by Denver. For Chicago, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Anthony with the bucket. The Nuggets trail by 3. Capella sets a screen for James. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And Chicago shooting 43% for the game. Filipowski and the rejection by LeBron. Ball, the pass to Ellis. Back to Ball. Bridges outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Bridges has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets. For Chicago, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Big group substitution here for Denver. Yurtseven's checked in for Clint Capella. Looney comes in for LeBron. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Ball. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bridges. Here's Filipowski. Here's Snow. Back to Holmgren. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And here's Anthony for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Anthony's got 9.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Pass to Yurtseven. Shoots over Filipowski. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Anthony, the pass to Filipowski. And that one drops for him. Filipowski's got his second basket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
DiVincenzo finds Caldwell Pope, and that one is hammered home.
And you see the quickness of KCP bursting to the rim.
The Bulls leading by 3. Now Anthony, 9 points in the game so far. Three-pointer, rebounded by Ellis. And so Ellis will bring it up for Denver. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is dad, Cole Anthony. He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, and the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
Here's Snow. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Here's Filipowski. Yurtseven with the rebound. Yurtseven's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Caldwell Pope pass to Ellis. Back to Caldwell Pope. 1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Looney kicks to Ellis. Shot clock at 6. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. From beyond the arc and then some. And the Nuggets lead by 2. Ellis against Snow. Out to the right wing. Inside. Here's Filipowski. And he drops it in from the low post. Filipowski's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Now here's Ellis. And it's off from three-point range. Chicago has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's DiVincenzo. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. 5 on the clock. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Kittles. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bulls lead by 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammates. That is pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. Snow out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Van Horn. Then there's Filipowski. And it's Clingan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Van Horn. After Clint Capella's bucket. Van Horn, the pass to Filipowski. 5 to shoot. The flush.
Using his strength and athleticism, plays like this from Butler just motivates his team.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Van Horn. Now Clingan. To the paint. Here's Doncic. Doncic powers it home.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable.
Here's James. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. A miss that time would have put him up. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Filipowski, defended by Butler. Filipowski passes to Doncic. A floater. Soft touch on the floater from Doncic.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable amount of pro moves, including that floater right there.
Butler is screen on Snow. Back to Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. There's the pick. Snow against Ball. And there's the call on Donte DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. Bridges is checked in for Denver. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Please give a big round of applause for DB Jr.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thanks, David. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Ball. Ball against Doncic. Pass to Van Horn. Back to Doncic. And the Bulls with another miss.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Filipowski. Back to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. Doncic has got 9 points in the quarter.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you.
Bridges passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Chicago. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Stolen by Ball. And Ball slams it in.
I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
Snow against Ball. Here's Snow. Down low. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Now, here's Bridges for the 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Snow against Ball. Snow the pass to Filipowski. Here's Snow. 4 on the shot clock. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Chicago making some changes. Chet Holmgren comes in for Filipowski. And Anthony subbed in for Snow. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Ball. Pass to Capella. Bridges outside. Bridges double team. For 3. And Van Horn pulls it down. Van Horn's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now Holmgren. Capella covering. Holmgren kicks to Doncic. From the baseline. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. LeBron's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bridges. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Luka Doncic.
And Bridges is a crafty player, knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
The first free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one. Bulls trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Clingan. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's just a great job of finishing by Clingan.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Back to Ball. Capella with a screen on Anthony. Ball from long range. They get it again. Capella finds Bridges. Ball sets a screen for LeBron. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
And when you need a big score, you want LeBron to get the ball, and that's why.
Now here's Anthony. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Offensive rebound. That one doesn't drop. Bridges outside. Pass to James.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Free throw good, LeBron.
LeBron James taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for LeBron. Bulls trail by 5. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Ball against Anthony. Over to the wing. Holmgren wide open. Oh, good with the triple.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And the rejection by James.
Come on. That shot had no chance getting by LeBron.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Inside, out to Doncic. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Shooting for Chicago, Luka Doncic at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Doncic. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Bridges with it. They get a hand on it. Butler from outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Fast break. Doncic.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
From deep, James. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The 3 for Doncic. Rebound by Butler. Denver in the lead. From downtown, LeBron, no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Van Horn, the pass to Doncic to take the lead. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Nails the triple.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now, here's Doncic. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. Comes up with the goods on that one.
Bridges up top. Guarded by Doncic. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So they foul intentionally.
At the line for your Nuggets, LeBron James. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. And Bridges with the block. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his third personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for Denver, LeBron James. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
So we see Denver get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. Another home win, and I know it's important to make this a tough place for people to come in and steal a win.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to want to come here and play against us. We don't want anybody to want to play against us on the road either. But I definitely think the best thing we can do is win all the home games.
Yeah, you guys are protecting the fort, man. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, LeBron